Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
So what don't you like about being a comedian?
What I hate most about being a comedian is that people expect too much. Should I say comedian or an entertainer? People expect too much. I can just walk into a hall. Yes, so boy, make me laugh now. Let me give you the problem. people think you just walk into an event. Sometimes you are booked for an event to MC a wedding, to anchor an end of year party, to anchor a dinner night. Everybody's getting to the venue. They are not coordinated yet. Nothing is organized yet. And then as soon as they set their eyes on you, they say, boy, yeah, start talking. Start talking to who now? So they think there's a magic that we have. They think that there's a power that we have to control what is beyond our control, right? So sometimes you walk into a place where people are not in the right frame of mind, people are not in the right mood, and everybody thinks there's a power that you have. You know, it's like being a striker. You know, nobody wants to understand why he didn't score. Nobody wants to understand that the other teammates are not doing what they're supposed to do. They'll be like, Messi never scored for 5 matches. But the other guys, do you understand? You know, so what I hate most about being a comedian is that you tell a joke, people will judge you. You enter a place where you just want to be yourself. I can just be sitting in a restaurant eating. Somebody could just come eat, you know, just carrying phone. Even my fans. About make me laugh now, but this always just and at that point you were just having a you time. Maybe you're with your family, maybe you're with your spouse, you're just trying to have your self time, and then everybody thinks you're a clown. And we're not clowns, we are just professional comedians.
So what would you say has been the greatest thing, you know, that comedy has done for you?
Exposure. It's a beautiful thing. It's one of the best things, it's one of the best gifts that life has given me. It's a beautiful thing. I promise you, where you go to places where people who have billions of naira can't go in, as soon as you step there, they say, well, leave an acapella, you know. Even from the security man, as they see you, they laugh. They forget say they're supposed to observe protocol. Do you understand? As soon as they see you, they start greeting. You know, it has given me so much exposure. I can brag for one. I'm one of the comedians. I have traveled to about 28 to 30 countries doing stand-up comedy. It has given me exposure to different culture, different people, and it has given me a beautiful name. I can just be anywhere. Sometimes I go to a place they don't even know me. I'm just sounding so confident. Police will just stop me and say, my name is Acapella. And I feel like it's worth more than currency, you know. So it's giving me so much exposure, so much love. People you've never met before, people you've never seen before. And they just see you and they love you at first sight because they've been watching you on TV, they've been listening to you on radio, and then as soon as they see you, they embrace you. So I think it's one of the positives that it has given me, and it's something very beautiful that I don't take for granted.
Now, what would you have wanted comedy to do for you that it has not done? Give
me the kind of money that Whiskey has. Yes, it's a challenge for us. It's a challenge for us because I think we are all content creators, right? Whiskey records a song, he puts them on platforms, maybe from iTunes to AudioMac to not just OK.com. You know, I don't know their platforms, their music platforms. And then Whiskey is sleeping and making money. Me, Acapella, now we tell a joke. Before I wake up, somebody is telling my joke in Akure. There's no rights guiding my jokes for me. There are limited platforms for me to also put up my jokes where it can make money for me while I'm sleeping. Maybe I make money on YouTube, maybe on Facebook, and that's it. Right? I think comedy by now should have had a platform where if I tell a story, if a comedian tells a story, after telling the joke to the live audience, he can lift the story or the jokes and then put on platforms where people can go watch, and then he makes money. Because we are not 9 to 5, we don't go out every other day, we don't, and then people think that we go to events every other weekend. This weekend is collecting, how much Acapella they charge? They say 1.5 million. They now calculate how many weekends we have in a month. But you know, have you ever seen where people they help us argue our money? They say When they start 1.5, let me say just check on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's like 4.5, and we get 4 weeks in a month. That way they make like 20 million. They help you calculate it. As if you are the only comedian in Nigeria. There are loads of comedians in Nigeria. There are loads of options, you know. And so you probably work this weekend. The next weekend is for Sheila. The other weekend is for Daniel the Humorous. The other weekend is for Basket Math. You know, it doesn't go as people think. You know, so I think you should have been giving me more money because I've worked so hard in this industry, coming out fresh every now and then for over 19 years. Comedy never give me the money way the kind hard work what I don't give. I never turn them back. I'm doing fine. I'm not being ungrateful, right? I'm doing really fine, but I think I should have been doing better.
So how do you come up with your jokes? Where does the inspiration come from?
So initially I used to leave it to nature. I just sit back. I'm like, if it comes, it comes, you know. But right now, I grew my career to a stage. I realized I need to represent something. I needed to represent something, you know. Maybe speak for people, maybe be the voice for people. So I started paying attention to the news, right? I watch the news every now and then. Sometimes I'm on CNN, other times I'm on Al Jazeera, I'm on Channels TV, I'm on Arise TV, I'm reading Yes Magazine. I'm just everywhere. I have informations, right? Because I like to tell stories, I like to inform. I grew in my career where I realized you can't be a comedian for every audience. You can't be a comedian for every audience. So I became intentional about the kind of jokes I tell. If you listen to my kind of jokes, you will know that I want to pass information humorously. So it's a conscious effort that I make. I watch the news. Why is Buhari going to London? Why is he going there back again? I thought he just came back yesterday. I want to tell that story. You understand? Why is Tinubu not back here? Why is everybody going to greet Tinubu in London? To tell stories that are relative, that are interactional, that are educative. And so what inspires my jokes is my environment, is the day-to-day happening. And trust me, I see it on the news every now and then.
Now, who are the people you look up to in this industry? Who are the people you see as your source of inspiration, or people you look up to that you have high regards for in your sector?
That one is straightforward. I don't think I have to think twice. I look up to different of them for different reasons. But I think the number one has to be OK Bakassi. OK Bakassi to me is one of the most natural comedians you can find anywhere in the world. He's naturally funny and he's naturally himself. I met him many years back, and one of the things he taught me was that, Acapella, I've seen you, you're a young boy, you are very fast, you are very funny, you are moving fast, you know. And then he said, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to remove yourself from the mindset that you are a celebrity. It should take off a lot of pressure from you. You should do things that you want to do, not because people expect that those are the things you should be doing. Right? Live your life like a regular person. See yourself like the guy who's a banker. See yourself like the guy who's a lawyer. The only difference is that this your job you're doing. They show it on TV, and that's why everybody knows you. Right? OK Bakassi is extremely natural, he's extremely humble, he's extremely honest. I look up to his craft. He's been here for almost 35 years. He's as relevant as they come. Every time you introduce OK Bakassi on stage, it's as if he just got limelight last week. He never grows old, and so I look up to him so very well. Didon is someone I cannot take it away from him. He taught me a lot, you know. Coming into the industry in 2003, for Didon said, "Oh boy, as they come this industry, one of the first way go let no choose cabal, no choose side, just funny or fun, everybody go use you." You know, say, yeah, the best way to go so not to follow no road. As they come, so you funny, well, no go they talk say you did this camp, you did that kind of that time just day or as just funny, this person will love you, this person will love you. He's a consistent man, so he's been funny for many years. He's not in Nigeria anymore, but he's doing beautifully well in Canada right now. And then I think Basket Mouth and AY, those guys for me has taken Nigerian comedy beyond the shores of Africa. They placed us on the map. AY brought in serious business, likewise Basket Mouth. Going to London, I've been to London with Basket Mouth twice, selling out 65,000 capacity. The last time I went to London with Basket Mouth at the arena, sold out the 10,000 capacity in a foreign land. it's big deal. It's something to look up to. Right now, he's performing with the likes of Russell Peters, rolling with Michael Blackson. So I look up to that level of hard work, and then myself.